is Monica Miller with Looking for Group. Today I'm here with Joshua Case, the esports coach at New Jersey City University. How are you doing today, Josh?
I'm doing very well. How about you?
I'm doing pretty well myself. Thanks so much for asking. And hey, thanks for taking the time to do this interview.
Not a problem. Sorry I can't have my camera on.
No worries at all. It's all right. We'll get the information to the people who need it. With that in mind, can you tell me about how the esports program started at your institution?
So it actually started during the COVID pandemic. As far as I know, I came into the program a little bit after it already started, and the university was looking for a way to have some kind of varsity program during the pandemic since none of the other sports can compete.
Mm-hmm.
So they actually approached my co-coach, Justin Flanagan, about that, who's a student at New Jersey City University, to get the program started. And in the process of it, they actually hired me along the way.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you. And together, Justin and I have started this program. We have teams in Rocket League, Overwatch, and Smash right now with plans to expand possibly to League of Legends and Call of Duty sometime within the next 2 semesters.
Excellent. So this program is relatively new. Can you tell me about the existing student body who's participating right now? What kind of students do you have there? Do you have students who are really into the competitive play side, really into the casual play side, and how many are there?
Our student body is very, very into the competitive play style. We're actually about 10 minutes down the road from Helix Esports, which is the premier esports facility in the New York area. And they've actually done a lot to improve the visibility of esports in the area. Since Helix was founded, almost every single school within that radius has actually formed their own high school esports program. And many of them feed into New Jersey City University because we're the local public college.
Excellent.
So we get...
Go ahead.
Yeah. Oh, no, I'm good.
So you're using that facility then for your students?
We are trying to form some kind of partnership with them. Right now, all we have is discounts for us to use it, but we want to host tournaments there someday. We want to have some recruitment opportunities for students that use it there, and I've been using it personally. We do have our own 12 PC game lab currently, and with plans to probably expand to a bigger one in the future.
Yeah, tell me more about that. What kind of PCs are there? Are there any consoles available? And what are the peripherals like? And feel free to shout out any sponsors or partnerships that you have that exist.
Okay, so we have 12 Alienware PCs right now. We do not have consoles, but we do have hookups onto the PCs. If when someone wants to bring in their own Nintendo Switch that plays Super Smash Brothers, they can actually play it on one of the PC monitors.
Very cool. And the peripherals?
I don't know those off the top of my head right now. Because of the pandemic, we really haven't been able to get in there.
Yeah, that makes total sense. Yeah. So are most of your students playing from home right now?
All of them are playing from home. We're completely remote right now.
Okay.
But we've hooked everyone up with Ethernet cables and such, so there's no lag.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, that's a huge thing, bandwidth, for sure. Excellent. So are there any initiatives outside of the competitive play? For example, experiential learning opportunities like being able to broadcast, doing some social media advertising and management. Are there any opportunities for students in your program to gain some hands-on experience in the field outside of playing the game?
Absolutely.
Sweet.
And we're still developing those, but partly the only reason we haven't developed them yet is simply we don't have the students to do it yet. Mm-hmm. So if you want to come to our university and do it, that we'll definitely find a place for you in that area.
Excellent.
We also have an initiative called EG2, which is kind of like the club intramural part of our esports program. It's, as I said, it's partly a club intramural part where you can play in tournaments, you can win prizes and stuff like that. But it's also an incubator for other teams. So, for example, if there's a few people who play League of Legends in EG2, they can approach me or Justin and say, hey, we want to form a varsity League of Legends team. And then we can coordinate tryouts, and then we have a League of Legends team.
Very cool. And what are those tryouts like? What are the expectations when it comes to tryout day? Can you tell the prospective students who might be listening now what they can expect as they walk into a collegiate esports tryout?
Okay. So I did the tryouts for Super Smash Brothers. We had about 12 people try out. We took the top 8. The first factor I looked for was if you were able to follow simple instructions. 3 of the 4 people that we cut could not even get onto the Discord server.
Ooh.
And the next thing that we look for is simply your ability to critique yourself and critique others. So after every single match, I'd have everyone else that was watching kind of give advice to the two people that were participating. In on my Super Smash Brothers team, I look for people who are able to kind of coach themselves in a way. People that want to work as a team and really know the game inside and out before even coming in. So the 8 people I took are all complete experts. Some of them already have sponsorships of their own. And one of the reasons that we're currently undefeated right now in Super Smash Brothers is because they have a very, very advanced understanding of the game, and they work well to bring each other up.
Yeah. What are some team building exercises that maybe you guys work on together to improve that dynamic that you just talked about?
So it really depends on the players. We do a lot of separate arenas, one-on-ones, in which we have a more experienced player competing against a less experienced player. So, for example, we have 2 Palutinas on our team, and one of them is a really well-known guy in the area, super advanced, and the other one was kind of just starting out at the beginning. So oftentimes they go into their own arenas, those 2, and they coach each other. Now that second Palutina, the one that wasn't so advanced, literally yesterday he just wiped out an entire team by himself. He only lost 2 stocks.
Wow.
So that certainly worked for him.
Yeah, absolutely. And switching gears a little bit, what kind of advice would you give these students who are seeking entry into collegiate esports programs, either applying to your program specifically or generally as they're going about their college search?
The number one piece of advice I can give, and this goes beyond esports, is be teachable. Be teachable, be a team player. If you're here to solo and just become famous, you're not in the right place. This is a team.
Yeah, that's straight and to the point. I like it. And lastly, I was wondering, is there anything about your program that you'd like to mention now or talk about that we didn't get to touch on yet?
I will say this might not sound like the best thing, but it's something we're working on. We currently do not have scholarships. We are a Division III school. No one has scholarships. But since we work outside of the NCAA, we are working on possibly doing that in the future.
Excellent. And if students want to get in touch with you, is there a website they can go to, Discord server? We can link this in the profile for sure, but is there anything you'd like to shout out right now immediately on the stream here?
Sure. I mean, you can always email njcuesports@njcu.edu. You can also follow us on Instagram and Twitter. Both the handles are the same, at NJCU Esports, to get the latest updates. And if you email us or contact us on social media, we can give you the Discord server from there.
Excellent. Well, thank you so much for your time today, Josh.
Of course. Thank you.
All right.